summoned here today. I see a theft. But it sounds quite out of the ordinary, this theft, if I can pry. You don't usually call England's best on most of these minor inconveniences. May I ask what I will be searching for? Okay, let me just take a note of that. Yes, that is quite unusual, I must say. How did you lose that? Okay. So, you're hiring me to look for this family heirloom, is it? Okay, can I ask why? Well, apart from sentimental value, anyway. Yeah, okay. That's fine, that's fine. So, who do you think did it? I might well come out and say it. I mean, it's the first thing I always ask. It's easier just to get out of the way who you think the suspects are, so I can get down to real investigative work. I mean, come on, you must have someone in mind. Was this not a party you were throwing? Word travels around town, darling, okay? You can't just think getting away and not inviting me, you know, but that's water under the bridge now that you've hired me. I guess I'll just charge a premium rate. So you think they did it? Well, I've known them for quite a while, so I'll be sure to give them a ring. Yes, actually, I'm meeting them for lunch in 2 days, so that'll definitely be quite a pleasant conversation. See if I can't dig up anything from them. So, this party of yours you hosted, I understand you don't do this very frequently. Or at least you don't invite me very frequently. Okay, blah blah blah, that's fine. No, it's okay, you didn't invite me, I understand I'm not a close friend. Just know that I will be trying decently hard to find this instead of really hard, but that's no concern to you, sweetie, okay? So, at this party, when were you away from this heirloom thing? The whole thing? Oh my gosh, okay, you were practically asking to get robbed, weren't you? Some people. No judgment here, just making some quick notes about my suspicions. Anyway, who was at the party? How many guests were there? Okay, and how many of them did you personally invite, and how many were plus ones? Yes, that makes sense, that's fair. That part is fair enough, at least. So, that was roughly... Okay. That's quite a lot of guests for just a regular party, so... I'd say this was not a regular party, was it? Celebration, oh, how exciting. If only I had been invited, this may not have turned sour, but what were you celebrating? Oh, now that is lovely. Yes, no, that is completely fine. That is lovely. That explains why I wasn't invited, but that is nice. I will give you that. So, how are they? If you're celebrating them, I mean, where are they? Are they here? Are they? Oh, they went home. You didn't invite them to stay the night after such a celebration. No, it's okay, darling, I'm just judging you. So, who did you invite? Who did you not invite personally? Because obviously you've given me your prime suspect, which I am very suspicious of you because you've said them because they are a close friend. Who else was there that you did not explicitly invite? Why did you invite her? Even I know she's a nut job and I'm not even from around here. I've been here for a month and I already know she's wacko. Why would you invite her? No, but why would you invite her? Okay, no reason, good to know. That is just great for a detective to hear. But no worries, I will try to make do with no reason. That'll just really help my investigation. Thank you so much, sweetie. So, could it have been her? Was she ever left alone around this heirloom? She was. Oh, fantastic. That makes my job easy. Several people were left around this heirloom. How many is several people to you? 20. 20 people were left around this at various points in the evening. More. No wonder I would have robbed you at that point if it had just been dangling like a carrot in front of my face. How much was this heirloom worth? Yep, definitely would have been stealing it from you, honestly. Like, who would not steal it at that point? Do you have any cameras, any CCTV? Thank heavens, at least you actually put in some kind of security precautions. I thought you were gone completely cold turkey on the whole surveillance thing. Apologies, this is kind of just blowing my mind that people can be so, and I use this term politely and charmingly, ignorant. So, what kind of evidence? I heard you had found evidence somehow. Apart from the cameras do you have any logs of the cameras? You do? Great, I will need access to those for my investigation. As usual, blah blah blah, just give them to me by the end of the day, or I will leave without them, and if I don't find your heirloom, then it will be your fault. Okay. So, 20 people were around it. What evidence do you have that about someone who could have stolen it? Well, that would have been good to know. Oh my gosh. You're telling me you have a lighter left by someone? Does the lighter have any discernible features on it that would have been even deducible to the likes of you? Yeah. Okay, so apparently not. No need to be rude. Okay, I am trying to help you. Jeez. Lighter. Can you go get it from me? Oh. You know what, I'll go get it. I do see it. Thank you. Yes, and I'd like to just take a look around the crime scene, so shan't be a moment, dear. Let's see. Okay. Let's see. It's quite an interesting light. It's quite generic, I will say, which isn't of great importance, so I don't know why you brought it up. But yes, let's go to Clipper, this lighter. Can't say I've heard of it, probably a knockoff brand. So someone fairly cheap could have brought this, or someone expensive. I wonder if it still has gas in it. Oh, it definitely still has a fire burning inside it. I do like that. So it's fun whenever a little spark of joy comes from someone. Plus, you seem to get a little scared there. I did see it. Don't try and hide it, and I did enjoy that. So, any other evidence? You do? Okay, what evidence? Oh, you overheard. Okay, why didn't you just walk up to people then conversations. I mean, jeez. Anyway, what did you overhear? You overheard them talking about seafood. Darling, I don't know if you understand how investigations work, but I'm not a gossip girl, okay? I want cold, hard evidence relating to the case. I don't want to hear about your friends talk about shrimp. And it links to this how the heirloom was seafood themed. Let me guess who was Finding Nemo. No, it was a clownfish. How did I know? Jeez. So, you lost a clownfish. A clownfish in a castle. I must say, maybe it's a blessing that you lost this. I mean, it does not sound very appealing. Whatever. I'm not here to judge. I'm here to find your clownfish castle, whatever it is. Okay, I've got one more question for you. Is there any more evidence apart from this conversation you overheard? By the way, what was the relating part? I did interrupt. I apologize for that. They talked about taking the castle. Returning the castle. Oh. That is a bit juicy, I will admit. Returning the castle. Leave that one with me, I'll be honest. This does interest me, suddenly. So, why would you assume that that's relating to your... What was her name? That said it, yes. And who is she talking to? That's more important. Okay. That's very interesting, actually. No, I'm happy. I'll be honest, I am happy you didn't intervene, because that could have jeopardized what they were talking about, so I will applaud you for that. I won't applaud you for eavesdropping, but I'll applaud you for not interrupting. So, you get half a point out of 100. So, with that, I do want to ask, how valuable, I mean, obviously it's a family heirloom, priceless, blah blah blah, how valuable in money is this? You know what, I can see why you want to find this now. Yeah, my past judgments have kind of been wiped out. Yeah, I kind of want to find this now, and if you don't hear from me, it's because I have stolen it. I will do that because, although I have been taking shots at you, they weren't cheap shots, they were definitely deserved. I mean, at the end of the day, this is quite expensive, quite precious, so I'll give you any stress you've been under, or at least let you off up until now, but don't try and sass me again, woman. I swear to God I will wipe the floor with you. Okay, that does make me feel a bit of sympathy for you, so good job, darling. That doesn't happen a lot, and well, considering that when you brought out this lighter, I genuinely thought you had gone insane. You've definitely redeemed yourself. So good job. So with that, I think I've got everything I need. Anything else you'd like to tell me about the heirloom or anyone around it? What time was this conversation at, actually? I nearly forgot to ask that, silly me. Okay, that was middle to end of the party, got it. No, had anyone left by this point that had the prime suspect, the person you suspected, had they left by this point? No, they left 15 minutes after this. Okay, that's highly irregular, actually. Leaving at that time, that's quite early for a party of this caliber. Interesting. Have you consulted with anyone else about potential evidence about this theft? I mean, what about the person you're celebrating? Have they heard anything about it? generation of them, they don't care about your common Finding Nemo castle stuff getting stolen. Excuse me, darling, I nearly swore. This is actually shaping up to be quite an interesting case, so you have actually outdone yourself. Letting this get stolen, I could have fun with this. Yes, not every day you get a decent mystery. Sometimes it's just someone who can't find their cat up a tree. I've solved that mystery several times, darling. Do not make me recount it to you. It will bore us both. Thank you. Anyway, you have been pretty kind. You have been decent. And that is more than most people, so I applaud you for that. And my comments before, I do apologize for some of them. Some of them still stand. For example, that ornament is quite tacky. I would get another family heirloom for this generation, so your kids don't hate you when you pass it down to them, yes. But I shall do my best. I was always going to, but I shall, of course, do my best. I may take shots at you or whatever, but at the end of the day, I'm still damn good at my job, and I'm not going to let anything get in the way of that. Anyway, thank you. I'm sure it was a pleasure for you to meet me. And I shall try and locate this Nemo castle. I know it's not Nemo, but I don't care. I shall try and locate this Nemo castle as soon as possible for you. I go and take a cup of tea. I mean, jeez, your stress is simply infectious. I can feel my shoulders. Anyway, go calm yourself down.